Welcome back to Single Malt Thursday. I'm Steven. This is Northwest Small Batch Brewing, and today's single malt is, at the moment, my all-time favorite whiskey. Of course, everybody is going to have their own personal favorite, and just because I like it doesn't mean you will, but it is, in my opinion, an amazing whiskey. So let me start by telling you a little bit about it. This is Westward Whiskey. This is an American single malt, and you probably already know, but American single malt is quickly becoming the hot topic. They are trying to push, I think they're very close to pushing for legal definitions of what American single malt is, and it's basically what they're pushing for is to make a whiskey that is the same kind of legal definition as Scotch, meaning you have to have it aged for at least a minimum of 3 years in oak barrels. I don't know if there's going to be a definition of like they have to be charred or new. That I don't know. There's probably going to be a definition on the minimum ABV that can be, if it's single malt, all this kind of stuff, right? Basically, the same. Everything's the same as Scotch except for obviously it will be made with local ingredients here in the United States. This is 46% ABV. This particular one is the Westward Stout Cask single malt. And what they do is they take their standard whiskey that they age for a minimum of 3 years, and then they give it to some they give the barrel, the empty, now seasoned barrel, to collaborators. And those collaborators are beer brewers, and they make a stout beer, and they age their beer in that Westward whiskey barrel. I have guesses as to which stout beer that is, but of course Westward I don't think says. It's kept sort of secret, but I think I know. At any rate, then once that stout beer is done and bottled, they give the barrels back to Westward Whiskey, and Westward Whiskey then takes that whiskey, puts it back into the barrel that held the stout, and they let it age for another year in that stout barrel. So, that's pretty cool. Westward Whiskey is here on the West Coast. It is in Portland, Oregon, in not downtown, it's across the river from the downtown area. And they are one of the distilleries among a few that are on the forefront of the committee that's basically pushing for the laws to legalize, legally decide what would be considered an American single malt so that we have a standard. Realistically, this is the new bourbon, right? American single malt. Pretty amazing. Boy, I got some dust on my glass here. So the first thing I can smell, and I'll be honest with you, I think when I first started drinking single malts, I couldn't really single this particular flavor or smell out of a whiskey. But now it's like night and day. I can smell it every time, and that's the actual malt. Like, if you're making a whiskey from a malt, 100% barley, it's grain, right? You can smell the grain in this, which is not unpleasant. It's just a smell that once you know what it is, you've got it, right? It's in your head, you know it. So I feel like there's definitely some nut, like hazelnut. It's kind of not super like obvious, but you also get, like I said, the grain, a little bit of that nuttiness. Yeah, let's take a quick sip. It isn't super smooth like last week's whiskey. It punches you in the throat a little bit. Even at 46%, it does kind of hit you. But I kind of like that. It's like super tasty, especially on the finish. But it doesn't like just go down like water, right? It punches you a bit as it goes down. It beats you up a little bit. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. In a good way, if that's possible. Mostly you get grain when I smell the side of the glass. Remember last week I told you I like to smell the side of the glass after the first drink. Sometimes I get some different smells and stuff on the nose from that. Yeah. I mean, the oils are just coating down the side of the glass. That's good. On the palate, and almost more on the finish, you get milk chocolate for sure. Maybe a little bit of citrus, vanilla. It's a fantastic whiskey. It's a really good balance. And I've really come to enjoy the fact that, you know, I think it's the stout, right? The stout finish that gives it that darker, malty kind of chocolatiness to it. At any rate, if you get a chance, it is kind of on the spendy side, but it's worth it. This is definitely not my first bottle of it. So if you have a chance and you can get it in your area, I would highly recommend it. I'll see you another week for another whiskey video, and until then, sláinte.